Alright, let's get into it. Today, we're diving into the top 7 fascinating facts about the 2026 film The Sheep Detectives. Welcome to Cliff Notes 7 to Know. I'm Cliff Notes. You'll learn 7 facts about the Sheep Detectives, clear and quick. Sheep sleuths solve the shepherd's secret. Let's start sleuthing. Fact number 1. The Sheep Detectives is a 2026 mystery comedy directed by Kyle Balder and written by Craig Mazin, adapted from Leonie Swan's 2005 novel 3 Bags Full. The book first introduced the whimsical idea of a flock that solves a human's murder, and the film keeps that blend of fable and cozy whodunit. Here's the key point. The movie translates a clever literary premise into a warm, accessible family film without sanding off its thoughtful edges. Think about it this way. Balder handles the tone, Mazin brings the brains, and Swan supplies the bones of the story. Test question. Who directed The Sheep Detectives? Correct answer, Kyle Balder. Memory aid. Balder brings the bar to the big screen. Next up, fact number 2. Plot. A flock of sheep investigates the murder of their shepherd, George Hardy, in the English village of Denbrook. The setup plays like a classic cozy mystery. Suspects, red herrings, a will reading, and a final reveal. What matters most is the flip in perspective. The animals drive the case while humans, including the earnest officer Tim Derry, trail or misread clues. In simpler terms, same puzzle shape, new solvers. Test question. What village is the setting for The Sheep Detectives? Correct answer, Denbrook. Memory aid. Denbrook is where sheep took a look. Fact number 3. Unique conceit. The sheep can will themselves to forget uncomfortable truths, but Mopple remembers everything. That contrast lets the film explore grief and denial from an animal point of view. Forgetting offers comfort, while memory enables growth. After a devastating loss in the flock, Lily chooses remembrance over erasure. That shift becomes both emotional healing and detective horsepower. From a practical angle, Mopple's perfect recall anchors clues the others would rather blur out. Test question. Which sheep character remembers everything? Correct answer, Mopple. Memory aid. Mopple never forgets, like a memory moppet. Alright, next up, fact number 4. Killer reveal. The reporter Elliot turns out to be Peter Van Vuren, George's son in disguise. The case cracks on a colour puzzle. George's blue Orf medicine mixes with blonde hair dye to make a green stain on his palm. That visible green tips the solution and ties directly to the culprit's recent dye job. Here's where it gets interesting. The film lets you see the deduction instead of burying it in exposition. Test question. What colour clue led to the killer's reveal? Correct answer, green. Memory aid. Green hand reveals the grand plan. On to the next point, fact number 5. Cast. The film stacks the deck with marquee talent. Hugh Jackman and Emma Thompson on the human side, and a standout voice ensemble including Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Lily, Bryan Cranston as Sebastian, Chris O'Dowd as Mopple, plus Regina Hall, Patrick Stewart and Bella Ramsey. The star power isn't just for show. Louis-Dreyfus and O'Dowd especially give the sheep warmth and wit that carry both the laughs and the heart. Let's clarify. Recognizable voices help younger viewers track characters, while adults enjoy the performances on another level. Test question. Name a voice actor in The Sheep Detectives. Who? Correct answer, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Memory aid. Louis-Dreyfus leads the lambs. Now, let's shift gears to fact number 6. Production. Principal photography ran June to July 2024 across real UK locations, with Shepperton Studios for controlled work. Framestore handled the animal animation, blending CG sheep into live-action plates for that babe-like realism. Christoph Beck composed the score. His music keeps things buoyant but makes room for reflection when the story turns tender. Here's the deal. Authentic scenery plus grounded VFX sell the world. while the score smooths the jumps from playful to poignant. Test question. Who composed the film's score? For correct answer, Christoph Beck. Memory aid. Beck brings the musical trek. Let's move right along to fact number 7. Box office. The Sheep Detectives grossed $126 million worldwide, $65 million in the US and Canada, and $61 million in other territories. It opened in the Mother's Day corridor, held solid through the second and third weekends, and found an even bigger audience on streaming. The takeaway. Strong word of mouth met a family-friendly schedule. Test question. What was the worldwide box office gross for The Sheep Detectives? For dice, correct answer, $126 million. Memory aid. $126 million, The Sheep's Grand Pavilion. Quick recap. 7 quick checks for your memory. Fact number 1. Who directed The Sheep Detectives? Yes. Correct answer, Kyle Boulder. Fact number 2. What village is the setting for The Sheep Detectives? Correct answer, Denbrook. Fact number 3. Which sheep character remembers everything? Correct answer, Mopple. Fact number 4. What color clue led to the killer's reveal? Correct answer, green. Fact number 5. Name a voice actor in The Sheep Detectives. Correct answer, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Fact number 6. Who composed the film's score? Correct answer, Christopher Beck. Fact number 7. What was the worldwide box office gross for The Sheep Detectives? Correct answer, $126 million. You've got the top 7 facts down. With these key details, you're more than ready to ace that exam. Stay focused, trust your prep, and knock it out of the park. That's it for today. Let that sink in and keep this fresh in your mind.